What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mike Dolce Show. I appreciate you guys being here. Today, we are going to talk about calories in versus calories out. And really, this is an area of confusion for the vast majority of people watching and listening right now. Now, let's basically break this down for you. I want to give a general overview here of exactly what calories in versus calories out is. I want to show you the problem with this mindset, and I want to give you the solution as to how you can dramatically begin losing fat without having to worry about counting calories. Now, a calorie is essentially a unit of energy. That's really all you need to know. As you consume calories, you're simply providing your body with units of energy to then expend in activities as your day goes on. That is the basic concept of the calories in versus calories out concept. When we hear any coaches or YouTubers or fitness personalities or pop culture, water cooler conversations discuss calories, they're simply talking about energy. Now, I understand why many people think calories in versus calories out is the right way to focus on fat loss. It's unfortunately a very limited view of how the human body actually works. See, the first issue, the first flaw with CICO, calories in, calories out, is the assumption that the human body is an ordered mathematical equation. The human body does not work based upon math. The human body is a very complex biological organism. What works for you will not necessarily work for me. And even more so, what works for me today might not work for me 3 months and 6 months from now. This matters with regards to calorie intake and the assumption of calorie expenditure. Now, the CICO proponents basically say, if you want to lose weight, you simply need to consume less calories than you expend. And conceptually, well, that is correct. But where black belts like myself step into the conversation, we say, whoa, bro. What kind of weight are we actually moving here? Because we know in a caloric deficiency, the human body will preferentially store body fat. Did your fitness pro not explain that to you? They likely might not even know that, and that's okay because we're here to explain this a little deeper. As humans, we have a multitude of survival sequences embedded into our genetic code. One of these survival sequences is in a reduced caloric state, I should say, in an extended reduced caloric state. The body will naturally revert to a survival mechanism that stores energy. Remember, we said in the very beginning, calories are simply energy for the purpose of this conversation. We will store energy as a survival method. We will begin breaking down functional, healthy body mass because we are in a crisis state as the body senses caloric deprivation. Our body, not a mathematical equation, but a biological organism programmed above all else to survive. Self-preservation is the primary directive of your body. No matter what your dress size is, no matter when your wedding might be, no matter when your bodybuilding competition is or your mixed martial arts fight, regardless of how you feel in your genes and what your goals are, your body's first directive is survival. So as we understand the survival directive, we then understand the context of calories in versus calories out. Now, when we reduce calories, we will lose body weight. Of course, I do not disagree with that. And this is where my friends on the other side of the conversation, they get a little confused, they get a little angry, and they start screaming and ranting and raving about thermodynamics. And then they walk away because they have to go and take a nap. When we focus on simple caloric reduction, we actually initiate the survival mechanism, which preferentially tells the body, teaches the body, and begins the process of enhanced fat storage. And also it impedes our ability to release stored fat. It becomes harder for us to actually lose fat in a caloric deprived state, because we are now fighting against the primal drive of the human species, which again is what? It's survival. It's self-preservation. Now, we know this stuff, guys. We know this. All right. So stay with me here. I'm going to tell you how to actually hack this, get past this, and make sense of all this to get shredded. Like shredded, lean, scraped out, and you don't have to count calories. Now, let me explain to you further why counting calories is silly. I'm going to give you two reasons. Well, the first reason is as we reduce calories, we also reduce net nutrient intake. What does this mean? If I go from 3,000 calories to 2,000 calories, I'm losing 1,000 calories of energy, yes, but these calories also bring me vital micronutrients that allow my cells' cellular activity to be optimized. So many people who follow these calorie-reduced diets, they actually wind up creating a vast array of nutrient deficiencies, causing systemic dysfunction throughout the body. Now, the primary drive is survival and self-preservation, which leads to a reduction in lean, healthy, functional muscle tissue, a breakdown of lean, healthy, functional muscle tissue, the inhibition of our body to actually lose fat, and the preferential storage and deployment of those consumed calories to be stored as fat. Now, nobody argues this. This is all completely agreed upon. In this context, though, this is the problem with the calories in, calories out, shut the door, walk away, end of conversation issue. The second part of this, so number one, it's calorie reduction brings about nutrient deficiencies. We cannot get those nutrients back through supplements. It just doesn't happen. Most of the supplements we consume are broken down in the digestive process, and there's nothing left of them. So all the multivitamins that you're consuming, you think you're doing great. You're getting a pittance of what's actually consumed. And many people consume multivitamins because they think that allows them to not eat nutrient-dense foods. Again, a problem of the calories in, calories out proponents, where they focus on low-calorie foods. Low-calorie foods tend to be highly processed food. Highly processed foods have synthetic toxic chemicals as a part of their ingredient list, which again creates systemic dysfunction, primarily dramatic inflammation inside the microbiome, the digestive system. So all of you individuals who are eating all these sugar-free foods, you're creating a vast array of systemic dysfunction starting inside the digestive system that creates issues throughout your entire body. And each one of us will have a different variety of issues, but issues we will have. And the longer we do this, the worse the issues become. Now, famous bodybuilder briefly, Dexter Jackson, the winningest bodybuilder, professional bodybuilder in the history of the sport, has recently come out and said his bodybuilding diet focused on synthetic processed sugars had actually ruined the end stage of his bodybuilding career. It destroyed his stomach. It destroyed his digestion. It actually created such a serious issue inside his digestion. The last few years of his historic career were not nearly what they should have been because he was eating the synthetic processed artificial sugars. So for those bodybuilders, physique competitors out there who are consuming zero-calorie foods and artificial sweeteners, just understand the systemic dysfunction you are creating throughout your entire body and the long-term ill effects that are known and undisputed to arise as a result of your consumption of these artificial, synthetic, processed, toxic chemicals. Again, very prominent on calories in versus calories out, because people think, hey, if it has no calories, I can eat it. It has no sugar, I can eat it. It has no fat, I can eat it. And they don't pay attention to, again, the synthetic toxic chemicals that are rampant in the calorie in, calorie out minded individual and meal plans. And every calorie in, calorie out meal plan I've ever seen is packed full of synthetic toxic chemicals, artificial sweeteners, and hydrogenated oils, and the entire list of synthetic toxic chemicals. And I will use that term because that is the most accurate term I can find to describe these food-like preservation, flavor additive substances that are replacing nutrient-dense, healthful whole foods. Now, part two of the issue of calories in, calories out, and why it makes no sense. You cannot realistically determine your calorie output. We can realistically determine our calorie intake. Now, if you're using many of the crowdsourced, aggregated websites and apps and wearables, likely you have a 10 to 30% swing in accuracy. So you likely don't know how many calories you're actually consuming. That's a fact because most of this information is crowdsourced. It's like Wikipedia. Okay, not mad at it. It's good for like general information. But if we're talking specifics here, it's very, very inefficient at accurately tracking your calories and macros and micros for sure. There's a lot deeper work that needs to be done, which is why I employ a team of registered dietitians to do the nutrient analysis for all the programs we put out and all the meal plans that we provide to our clients. So we take a lot of time, a lot of energy, and it is time invasive to accurately determine your net nutrient intake, your true caloric intake. But let's assume that you actually are accurately tracking your calories in. Are you actually tracking your calories out? Again, this is reason number two of why calories in, calories out is silly. How many calories did you burn right now? Now, you can tell me how many calories you ate right now. How many calories did you burn right now at 5:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? How many calories did you burn yesterday? Not one person here knows. Now, you have a general estimate from your wearable, from your tracker, from your app, from your online formula, but it's inaccurate. It's not correct. And sometimes it's wildly incorrect. 30%, 50% or more. So if you're counting calories so rigidly, so specifically on consumption, but you are so haphazardly inefficient at tracking calories expended, how does this equation then work? Because you do not have the variables. You do not know. Isn't that silly? Doesn't that sound silly? You don't know how many calories you burn. Let's say you go to the gym today and you're training legs. Today's leg workout involves high rep breathing squats, 1.5 times body weight for sets of 20 repetitions, followed by walking lunges and RDLs and plyo boxes, and then finished with 20 minutes of HIIT on the stairs. Woo! Baby, you might burn 1,000 calories in that workout, that 1 hour workout. And next week you have a leg workout and you're doing leg extensions and leg press and occlusion training. And you're getting on the pre-core and you're going for a little chat with your girlfriend while you're finishing up your cardio. You might not even have burned half of those same calories of your leg day. Most people don't take that into consideration. They just train legs, bro. Yeah, I got a pump. Shit, you can get a pump doing leg extensions. You can do a few sets of leg extensions and not be able to walk out of the gym for sure. You're not going to burn a lot of calories though. So again, think about this. If you're counting calories in, you then must be counting calories out. And if you are not able to count calories out, how does this equation actually work? It doesn't. It's just, it's a false bill of goods that are sold to you by less informed fitness coaches who simply want to throw a template at you. They do not want to take the time necessary to do a complete nutrient analysis and ensure you are getting the correct micronutrition. Now, the micronutrition is key. Micronutrition is the foundation of your fitness program and of your fat loss program. Remember, haphazardly dropping calories, you lose weight. You'll lose weight when you drop calories, for sure. But you're likely going to increase body fat percentage. How many people do you know in your life who are following a calorie-restricted diet, look smaller, but do not look better? They peel off their clothes, they look like they melted. Their skin's just hanging and it's all soft and flabby because their muscle shrunk. Because what we said, the primary directive is self-preservation and survival. The human body is programmed to break down muscle tissue in a caloric deficit before it breaks down fat, because we are designed to store fat during times of famine. And that's the signal a calorie deficit sends. This is a famine. We must now store fat, lock the gates, don't let go of it. We have a lot of energy on this body. This dude, this gal is buff. There's some muscle tissue we can break down because we don't need muscle tissue. And in fact, we have to get rid of the muscle tissue because the muscle tissue utilizes an inordinate amount of calories that we do not have because this idiot has us in a calorie deficit. And this cycle goes over and over and over. Now, I'm trying to speak real basic because I don't know who's in the feed. And I have to assume every person's in the feed. So this is general, simple conversation to more complex issues. But this is exactly how it works. This is exactly how it works. And I am happy to discuss with anyone who refutes this or thinks otherwise or simply wants to scream at the camera thermodynamics and walk away. Now, if you're taking a bunch of drugs, well, all the rules go out the window. If you're on a bunch of steroids and SARMs and peptides and TRT and HRT and growth hormones and all the other things, well, then the rules kind of change for you a little bit, don't they? The rules do change a little bit for those who are using performance-enhancing drugs. And hey, that's fine, do you. But don't give the wrong information to the hardworking, good-natured people out there who are not taking the same drugs you're taking, or not taking any drugs at all. They're just trying to live their best life. They're just trying to look damn sexy in the bikini come summertime. They're trying to reduce their risk of all-cause mortality. They're trying to improve insulin sensitivity. They're trying to fix their leaky gut issues that your program gave them as a result of all the artificial synthetic toxic chemicals you've been dumping into them following the false methodology of calories in, calories out. So now, and I'm going to answer your questions here, guys and gals. I'm almost done with my little rant here. I'm going to tie this up right now. I'm going to tell you what to do to dramatically start burning body fat. Dramatically start burning body fat. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to answer your questions, which I love the Q&A part of this. Now, what do you do? As I said earlier, we focus on net nutrient intake. We focus on fulfilling all of our micronutrient needs, all of our phytonutrient needs. Why? Because micro and phytonutrients are required for cellular health and cellular activity. Calorie-based diets, macro-based diets, most of the time do not take micronutrients into consideration. How many remember the macro was like the most popular thing, if it fits your macros, right before keto came out, and then carnivore, then fasting, and then these more restrictive, exclusionary fad dietary practices as they go through the fad diet wheel, right? So macro was out there for a long time, and I battled against the macro heads as I battle against the keto and the carnivore and the vegans and the fasters and everybody else out there. Because we just put out science. We just put out fact. I mean, nothing I'm saying here is crazy, right? Nothing I'm saying here is extreme. I'm actually really speaking just common sense here. Humans are omnivores. We are opportunistic omnivores. We eat healthful whole food in wide variety when it's available, when it's local, when it's in front of us. We're more of grazers throughout the day. Now, does fasting work? Well, yeah, fasting can work for some people sometimes, but that is a very, very, very small percentage of the population. Fasting would not be necessary to improve insulin sensitivity if you were not consuming all the processed crappy food, all the synthetic toxic chemicals, which again supports the case I'm making right now. You should not be consuming synthetic toxic chemicals. You should not be consuming processed foods. You should not be consuming artificial sweeteners. You should not be consuming hydrogenated oils. You should be consuming healthful whole foods in wide variety. We say 4 meals per day, spread about 4 hours apart. Meal, snack, smoothie, shake, call it what you will. A feeding. Not a lot, but enough. Enough food to supply you the energy to get you through the next block of time, but also to replenish the energy that you expended during the previous block of time. We say eat based upon activity every 2 to 4 hours until you're satisfied, not until you're full. So we're not overwhelming the digestive system. That's how our program works. And we work with the world's greatest athletes for over 20 years with a 100% success ratio, while becoming most popular with the worst of the worst athletes who had the biggest issues, athletes who chronically missed weight, never missed weight on our system, and had some of the best athletic performances of their career in the hardest sport on the planet that is also weight class oriented. So our system, our principles are proven, maybe more so than any other. We are battle tested. We are evidence based. But most importantly, my friends, our system is so easy. It is so easy to follow our program. You're not counting calories. You're not weighing everything out. You're not starving yourself 18 hours a day. You're not reduced to only eating pork fat and sticks of butter. You're eating healthful whole food in wide variety all day long. You're eating from the animal kingdom and the plant kingdom. You're eating fresh fruit. You're eating grains. You're eating produce. You're eating lean meats. You're eating eggs. You're eating a wide variety. And there's a multitude of ways to prepare delicious, healthful whole foods. Now, why do we say healthful whole foods? And I'll wrap this up before I get into the Q&A. Because we know healthful whole foods are the most nutrient dense per calorie. So all the calorie counters out there, lean forward. This is for you. You want to count calories? Fine. Fine. You can count calories. But only count calories after you've counted your micros. Oh, that's too hard. I'm not going to do that. Well, you're lazy, but really your coach is lazy. Your coach is lazy. Run your macro template program, your calorie-based program through a true nutrient analysis so you can understand how deficient you are in the vast array of micro and phytonutrients, which is the reason you feel poorly, which is the reason your cravings just don't stop, which is the reason you get chronic headaches and bowel issues and stomach issues, and you feel like you're just going to freak the hell out. Systemic dysfunction, I used that term earlier. That's what happens. Now, once we fulfill all of our micronutrient needs and all of our phytonutrient needs, we ensure every cell in our body has all of the materials they need to do their job optimally. Well, then we will really respond to the calories, the high net nutrient calories we consume, and then we can branch those out into the proper macronutrient groups. Now, we know we should be consuming approximately 1 gram of protein per pound of relatively lean body mass. We know that. Who doesn't know that anymore, right? We start around 0.8. We scale up to maybe 1.2 or so. And if you're a super, hard charging bro, meathead bending that iron, maybe you go up to 1.5. Who knows? But not all the time, not year round. Carbohydrates, you have to consume carbohydrates. I'm sorry, intermittent fasters. I'm sorry, keto heads. You cannot explain to me why blueberries are bad. I'll wait. You cannot explain to me why quinoa is bad. I'll wait. Especially when you're eating bags of pork rinds and bacon fat and blocks of cheese. Further, most of you are going out and you're getting drunk on the weekends, and then Monday morning, you're preaching about health, right? You're popping pills. You're preaching about health, telling me blueberries are bad. Beets are bad. I'm still waiting to see I haven't seen the data on any, not one person has ever shown me the data on that, by the way, just to be clear. And Lord knows, this loudmouth has been talking about it for years now. For years now. Not one person has refuted me. So, that being said, I hope this helps, guys and gals. Now I'm going to answer some questions, and I've seen some really interesting questions in here, and I appreciate these questions. I will say, if anyone is interested, we have an online diet and exercise program at thedolcediet.com. It is completely personalized to you. My team of registered dietitians and exercise physiologists and myself, we built this over 5 years with an amazing technical team. Our online platform is the #1 rated online healthy weight loss platform in which you eat whole foods all day, every day, and get in amazing shape. This is all at thedolcediet.com, and you can use promo code TRANSFORM right now if you want to save 25%. Now, this is a benefit to you. You don't have to do this. This is just for those of you who want to give it a try. You want to see how it feels to eat amazing, delicious meals all day long, to eat carbohydrates, to eat fruit, to have oatmeal, God forbid, and lose weight. Our 3 weeks to shredded program is designed to lose 21 pounds in 21 days for those who have that weight to lose. Now, if you're a 130-pound young lady, well, hey, maybe you lose 12 pounds. If you're a 270-pound male, maybe you lose 28 pounds. But 3 weeks to shredded is designed to lose 21 pounds in 21 days, and it is 100% successful in use with the world's greatest athletes for over 20 years. And you can look everywhere around this facility. I got photos of athletes who've done it and tried it and competed at very high levels. Our Living Lean program is a recomposition program that has a wide variety of amazing, delicious foods that are perfectly calibrated to ensure you have all the nutrition you need to live your best life while still not spilling over. This is more of a recomposition program as we build lean, healthy, functional muscle tissue and we lose non-functional body fat. Many people follow the 12-week program. They start with 3 weeks to shredded, and then they jump into the Living Lean program. And as a benefit of being a member of our site at thedolcediet.com, you can follow as many of our programs as you want. Infinity. You can go 3 weeks to shredded round 1. You can go round 2. You can go round 3. A lot of the bodybuilders and bikini competitors are doing that now because they feel amazing and they wind up looking better and leaner and stronger than when they were following the bodybuilding bro, tilapia, asparagus, dried oats program. They're able to maintain their healthy functional muscle tissue and even build more while getting that same razor sharp, granite scraped out look. And they feel amazing because our program was designed for combat athletes who also have to step on the scale as light and lean as possible. But also, these are amazing programs for average folks. I say everyday athletes, people who want to look better, they want to live better, they want to feel better. But they're not getting in the octagon. They're not stepping on a bodybuilding stage. But when it is time to take off your clothes, you know you're going to look amazing and you're going to look your best. So that's all at thedolcediet.com. For anyone who wants to try it, who wants to take a look, go there right now. Promo code TRANSFORM to save 25%. I give you a 100% money back guarantee. If you check it out, you don't like it, you just let us know that within the first day, we give you 24 hours of a free look. Let me know. No worries, no problem. If you don't want to look amazing, feel amazing, eat amazing food all day long, drop 20 pounds, hey, that's fine. Keep it. But for everyone else who's interested, check it out. It is absolutely awesome. I love it. And you'll find you are surrounded by an amazing group of tremendous humans all on the same journey. We have a support group or a online community that we call it, where all of our online members are invited to join and interact and engage with each other. We have a resource section with over 200 additional recipes to sub in and out of your program. We have an exercise database. If you don't have kettlebells, you have dumbbells, or you need sandbags or med balls or whatever it is, body weight, sub that out. We have leaderboards so you can see where you rank amongst everyone else inside the system. We have so much additional data inside our website. We are so proud of it. TheDolceDiet.com, 4-week or 12-week program, promo code TRANSFORM, save 25%. We did all the thinking for you. Now, I got to tell you, there's a little trickery here with our online platform. I'm going to admit it right now. We trick you with the sizzle of dramatic weight loss and smoking hot, sexy bodies. It's like the Trojan horse. Because when you follow our system, we actually teach you how to live your best life, how to eat properly, how to prepare your meals, how to combine your meals, how to space your meals. So we do appease to our own narcissistic tendencies, because who doesn't want to look great and feel great and get complimented and lose the muffin top and tighten up the chest and get that bicep vein and get that nice round ass? Who doesn't want to have that? But we want to teach you how to do it yourself moving on into the future and for the rest of your life. That is the goal. We are educators here. And anyone who's been a part of this channel or part of my journey as a coach, you understand that that's my primary directive, is as an educator. And that's what the DolceDiet.com does. It educates you and teaches you how to live your best life following these exact principles. Now, what do we got here? We got Mike Mumford in the house. What's up, Mike? Just randomly popped up on YouTube. We're getting better with these notifications. YouTube's finally taking that shadow ban off of us. Adrian Hernandez, survival. Oh, I'm late on it. Good to see you. Mike Seth, I'm pretty sure this creatine is constipating me and I'm definitely drinking enough water. It's dissolved all the way too. Any tips? I would come off for a little while and see how it works, Mike. Not knowing specifically, I would come off for it maybe a week or two, see what happens, see if there's any changes. But also, is there anything else in your diet that might contribute to that? I haven't heard of creatine bringing about constipation. I have heard it bringing about the opposite, which is not good. Mike says calories out, freaking ridiculous to track on. You're in a exercise phys lab. That is true. Very, very challenging. Tom Lowe, Mike, thanks for the one-on-one yesterday. Tom, it was great to speak with you, my man. Do you give copies of the one-on-ones? Yes. In a video, you talked about HIIT before LISS to burn stored glycogen. Does this apply to morning when you are fasted? You talked about HIIT before LISS. No. So what we talk about is HIRT. What is HIRT? So what is HIIT first? HIIT, high-intensity interval training. What is HIRT? High-intensity resistance training. You will be burning or expelling tons of stored glycogen during your HIRT sessions. This is like you go to the gym, you lift some weights, you train super intensely, you're shot and famished at the end, and then you hop on the pre-core or the treadmill and you put in an extra, 10 to 30 minutes. to keep the metabolism moving and to try and burn a few more calories and try to release some of that stored body fat during that period of time in the absence of insulin. When you wake up in the morning, you are already fasted. There is no need for that. It's as if you just got done that super crazy 20 rep body weight breathing squat workout. You don't need to do that first thing in the morning. Tom says, F you, Tom. Good to see you, my man. And those of you who know, the FU stands for effing unbelievable content. So I appreciate that. Good to see you. Mike says, what oil do you prefer to deep fry your French fries? Just kidding. I was like, I don't deep fry French fries. We bake them, and they are oh so delicious. John Trigg. What's up, John Trigg? Good to see you, man. Tech support. Bam. In the house. Adam. And hey, John Trigg, what do you think? I actually found the system I was looking for, man. So great conversations. I appreciate you. OBS was a little too hard for me to deal with, but we were able to come up with a super solid platform, as you can see right now. Adam Salinas, bro struggle is real. Isn't that the truth? Spencer over on Facebook says, Mike, I'm your biggest fan. I'm a trainer for years. Everything you say is bang on. But there's always a but. Ooh, let's hear what this is. But for the person who wants to lose weight, calories in, calories out is a must. I'm with you with everything you say, but the girl and guy in the street need to understand calories. False. Hopefully you listen to the whole video and you understand now that what you said is not accurate. Because if calories in, calories out mattered, then what would happen? I'd say, hey, you know what? Go out and eat 2,100 calorie snack packs. And baby, you're going to look sweet. Bro, you're going to be yoked. It's not true. Think about that. If calories in, calories out worked the way you say, I could go to the store, buy 2,100 calorie snack packs of cookies and of little treats and whatnot, and I would look as good as the athletes on my wall. Is that true? No, it's not true. So let's say Mirsad, who's the gentleman, it's hard to point, that gentleman, right? That gentleman, Mirsad right there, maybe you can't quite see how ripped and shredded he is at 146 pounds. He was consuming approximately 2,400 calories on his way down to this body weight. Now, just to take, and I love this. Thank you, Spencer, for being here. If you are correct with your calorie in, calories out, flawed paradigm, then I would simply need to eat 2,400, or Mirsad would just need to eat 2,400 calories of cookies. And he would look like that, and he would have performed like that. Or would he have needed to focus on micronutrient-dense foods? Would he have needed to focus on healthful whole foods? Would he have needed to focus on ensuring digestive efficiency? Because calories in, calories out does not discuss that. Eventually we get to calories, sure. On 3 weeks to shredded, there is an eventual calorie quotient associated with each of your profiles. Yeah, of course. But we back into the calories. We start with the macros. You must start with the macros. Right? So Spencer, and if you're still here, feel free to jump back in. So for the average, and do you think, I mean, I got to tell you, I got to be, maybe humble brag or whatnot. Don't you think I work with regular folks all day, every day? I personally speak to over 1,000 humans every year right here. If you can see that with my one-on-one consultations. You can go to dolcedietshop.com if you want to hire me for a one-on-one consultation. The price is freaking insane. I never raised my pandemic pricing for you guys as a courtesy to you, to show you how dedicated I am to you, to your health, to your fitness, and to be accessible to you. But that being said, I personally speak with over 1,000 humans per year. The vast majority of them are regular folk. Less than 5% of our clientele would be considered advanced or elite based upon those numbers. All I do is speak with real people. And what do? We educate them on healthful whole foods, on digestive efficiency. on understanding how their body actually works, on not following macro-based templates and programs, on being much more intentional with their food intake based upon their activity level, facilitating a high net nutrient intake of lower total caloric foods. Yes, that's true. Eventually you get to calories. But again, to use the equation of Mirsad, it's hard to point to. That dude, would he look like that? By consuming 2,400 calories of 100 calorie snack packs? Or does he look like that because he focused on high net nutrient foods that just so happen to work out to be around 2,400 calories? That's the difference that most people don't understand. And your pseudo fitness coach will not do the work necessary to ensure you are consuming a high net nutrient food intake. They're just going to throw a couple round numbers at you and walk away. And that's the problem. Jesse Lindbergh. What's up, Jesse? Good to see you, my man. Paul Lindsay. Does the same principle apply to keto? Which principle, my man? Which principle? Yeah, I mean, keto, by and large, I'm healthier than I can't think of a keto person who's healthier than I am. Maybe some are as healthy. I don't know. Maybe Dr. T is as healthy as me, but he's not healthier than me. My blood work is perfect. I think we're similar enough in age. I carry more muscle than he does. I'm probably a hell of a lot stronger than he is. I could probably keep up at endurance events. I can run 10 miles without thinking about it. I go for beach runs all the time. You want to run for an hour in the sand with me and do bear crawls up and down the sand dunes? That's a part of my life. What I do all day, every day, all week, every week. And I'm not calling out Pete. I'm just saying, I don't know anyone in the keto world who's healthier than I am, or the vast majority of our clients who prescribe to an omnivoric meal plan, consuming healthful whole foods in wide variety spread throughout the day. So that's where their conversation kind of falls apart, right? It's where it falls apart. Mr. Russ, is that the new hoodie? This is the new hoodie. And these hoodies are fly, man. These hoodies are fly. Woo. I haven't put them up on the site yet because I haven't taken any photos of them yet. But we got all the good stuff. And this is that high gloss, gold, speckled Dolce diet stuff. If anyone is interested in getting some of these hoodies, Patreon group, you're going to get the shout out first. If you guys are a member of our Patreon channel, just know we have the Mike Dolce Knows Patreon channel. You're all welcome to be a part of that. And you can all check out dolcedietshop.com when the hoodies should be on there by the end of the week. But, just in time, baby. Just in time for winter time here. I actually like the hoodie look. Also, guys and gals, if you're interested, at the end of this month, February 26th, 27th, and 28th, we will be holding the next Dolce Diet Certification and Fitness Conference. This is, can't really see it because of the glare, 340-page textbook right here. The Dolce Diet Certification and Fitness Conference will be February 26th, 27th, and 28th. Go to dolcedietshop.com right now to reserve your spot and get the pre-registration price, which will be gone very soon. And as I jump back into this screen, what is it? So the Dolce Diet Certification and Fitness Conference, you can actually become a Dolce Diet certified coach. I've been talking on here for 43 minutes. The DDC, this is a 3-day event. There are 14 plus hours of constant education. Nutrition and dietetics is hammered. We go over everything you need to know to teach you the tenets of nutrition and dietetics to become a world-class fitness coach, a world-class nutrition coach. You are then, once you pass, you are a Dolce Diet certified coach, an endorsed local provider of our system, of our brand in your unique area. We then refer you out. We refer you clients. If you're open to that, we will push them your way as they come through us. We are available to be a part of your team, on your side for always, whatever you need. But also, as a part of the DDC and Fitness Conference, we teach you how to build a business. This is one of the things, one of the areas that are lacking. We teach you how to become a highly credible, well-compensated fitness professional that most people don't know that. They don't understand that. I teach you how I went from being a $12 an hour in the gym trainer to one of the most globally recognized and respected coaches in the sport. Sports Illustrated humbly had said Mike Dolce is one of the most sought after coaches in professional sports. I teach you everything I learned along the way, primarily the mistakes that I made along the way. So this is very much a business conference as much as it is a scientific conference. We teach you everything you need to know about nutrition and dietetics, how to program, how to build a meal plan, how to work with elite athletes, how to work with regular folks, and everything in between. We also teach you how to build your business, and better yet, how to build your business and be cash flow positive without spending any money to do it. To this day, I still spend $0 on marketing. That was a zero. $0 on marketing and promotion. Zero. Yet we have one of the biggest, most successful fitness businesses on the planet. Why is that? Because we do what the other people don't do. I teach you everything. And I'm completely open to everything and every question. That's why I say it's a minimum of 14 hours. Most of our conferences go 20 hours because I'm the last to leave. If questions are coming in and people want to talk, I have so many vibrant, open live chats and Q&As. So go to dolcedietshop.com. I'll put it in the comments right now and check it out. There's a pre-registration price going on right now. Lock in that price. This will sell out. I think there's 3 or 4 spots left, I think, at the pre-registration price. Get those locked in. And because this will sell, every course we've ever put out has sold out. This one will sell out. We're already like on track to sell out this one faster than we've ever sold out any of our online courses. So that's, if you want it, it's there. It's there. Adrian speaks volume to me. I've intermittently fasted for a while and stopped working out and lost a ton of muscle and kept gaining fat. I wasn't eating right also though. And Adrian, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You are the pure example of what I just said in the beginning of this conversation. But I'm glad that you see the error of your ways and you now understand. You created a nutrient deficiency. You actually initiated the survival mechanism by reducing calories too far. So you have a low net nutrient intake. You create a nutrient deficiency. You have a low total caloric intake, creating a caloric deficiency. And what happens? You lose muscle tissue. You stop working out. You likely stop working out because you didn't have the energy to work out anymore, which happens often, all too often. And people don't equate the two. They all of a sudden, they skip a workout. They miss a workout. They don't want to work out anymore. They're not motivated anymore because they don't have the energy anymore. They don't want to train anymore. They don't have the desire to train anymore. And we didn't even get into the hormonal profile of what happens in low-calorie diets. Mind you, a lot of the PED users, a lot of the drug users, they all talk about counting calories because you're on drugs, man. When you're on drugs, you can do almost anything. You can make nearly every mistake in the book and still look better than the hard training, intelligent training, healthy individuals out there. That's the fact. We know that. But the drugged individuals are up and down and up and down and up and down. And they only talk about the times that they're up, not the times that they're down. Some of them don't come down because they stay on, and then they die. And that's unfortunate. I mean, shit, you can just do a cursory review of deaths in bodybuilding, and you can see how horrible and tragic these untimely deaths are. George says, Dolce, thank you so much for this info. You got it, George. Jesse Lindbergh, smash the like button, y'all. Yep, guys, if you've stayed this far, if you've been here this far, that probably means you kind of enjoy or you appreciate some of this content. I simply ask you to just give a thumbs up if you can, leave a comment if you can. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click that little notification bell if you can. Like if you're already this deep into the video, you're probably digging some of the content, and just make sure you get more of it as we go. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here spitting fire for you guys. John Trigg, I'm trying to incorporate more protein in my diet. I'm good with lunch and dinner, but not the breakfast bowl. Any ideas on putting more protein into the breakfast bowl? Don't worry about it, my man. It's the totality of protein you consume over a 24, 48, even 72-hour period. Constant protein intake is what we're focused on. Now, If I am training in an A-type phase, I'm really trying to get lean, get fit, get healthy, get scraped out. I'll throw in maybe 20 grams of a cold processed cross-flow microfiltered whey protein isolate before or after I eat my breakfast bowl. Now, the breakfast bowl I typically eat somewhere between 60 and 80 grams of carbohydrate and 20 to 30 grams of protein. I have chia seeds in there. I have hemp seeds in there. I have almonds in there. There is protein that comes in the oats. Like, there's protein in there. I don't need 60 grams of protein in my breakfast bowl. Now, if I need to get a little extra protein, I will throw in a little of a grass-fed whey isolate. Easy one. Jesse, thanks, Jesse. Appreciate you, my man. Mike Mumford, consuming a solid meal prior to strength training doesn't sit with me. Alternatives. I'm a fan of cold processed beet juice. Woo! Cold press beet juice. We've been testing that a while with our elite athletes, myself included. I'm not an elite athlete, but still I train pretty damn hard. Shoot a little, like 8-12 ounces of beet juice down the chute, 15, 20 minutes before my workout begins. I got energy for days. Now, if I train past the 45-minute mark or so, which most of us shouldn't be training that long anyway, I start to come down. Adrian Hernandez, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Tattooed woman. Ooh, young lady. Thank you so much. I am not too humble to skip past a compliment. So thank you. I appreciate that, tattooed woman. Mike Mumford, any real benefits of organic versus regular fruits and vegetables? Yes. So if you go to thedolcediet.com, we actually have an article on the clean 15 and the dirty dozen. There are some foods that you can get away with non-organic, like a banana. Other foods I would never, ever eat conventional, like strawberries. All right. So think about the pesticides that are used to treat the crop. I mean, then we can go into soil types and we can go into feed types and this whole irrigation. We can get into that too. But just think, you ever see the photo of the dudes in like the hazmat suits? Well, dudes and gals probably in the hazmat suits spraying all the chemicals all over the produce. I don't want to be eating that. I'm not going to eat that. I'm not going to feed that to my kids. Now, if it's a strawberry, oh, hell no. A banana, well, banana's inside that casing. An orange is inside that casing. You can get away with some conventional fruits, but certainly not all. So go to thedolcediet.com. We have over 1,200 articles on that site. It's a brand new site. We just launched it. It's absolutely incredible. And while you're there, sign up for our 3 weeks of Shredded or our Living Lean personalized diet and exercise program. Why would you not? Why would you not want to start the #1 rated online healthy weight loss platform? Followed by the world's greatest athletes with a 100% success ratio. And better than that, I will give you a 25% discount with promo code TRANSFORM right now at thedolcediet.com. Check it out. David says, Mike, at 54, I'm curious how age affects micronutrient intake requirements. Not 20 anymore. Brother, I feel you, man. It's funny. Every year I get older. I get older every single year on paper. I don't feel nearly as old as I actually am. And I dramatically outperform people 10 years younger than me. Every day. Now, to answer your question, how does age affect micronutrient intake? It can in a variety of ways based upon individual physiology. To that, I would say, go to your doctor and get your blood work done. Get a wellness test done. You can go to letsgetchecked.com/Dolce. I'll put this in here for anyone who's interested. Letsgetchecked.com/Dolce. Use promo code Dolce. You will save between 20 and 40% on in-home blood testing services. It's awesome. This is the one I use. This is one our clients use, our athletes use, our celebrities use. Letsgetchecked.com/Dolce. I mean, we go to the doctor, we get all the blood panels done at the doctor, but this it gets sent to your house. Like you can get a nutrient analysis, you can get your testosterone checked, you can get your PSA, your cholesterol, your thyroid, your A1C level. There you can see if you got an STD, even COVID tests. Letsgetchecked.com/Dolce. Use that promo code Dolce. We don't make nutrient suggestions without data. Now, we have general estimates of high net nutrient foods. And when we do work with an individual client, we provide meal plans that ensure ample nutrient intake. But each of us has certain hereditary issues that cause deficiencies or absorption issues, right? That's to be known. Me personally, I have a very hard time manufacturing vitamin D, retaining vitamin D. When I lived in Vegas, where it's sunny 11 and a half months out of the year, I'm outside all day long with my shirt off, and I still had low levels of vitamin D. My diet was perfect, even better than perfect. I still had low mid-range vitamin D, not optimal. Due to blood work, and I went through about 6 months of blood work, of regular blood work every 6 weeks, making lifestyle changes, making diet changes before I started to increase supplemental vitamin D3. 1,000 IUs, 2,000 IUs, 3,000 IUs, split doses, 2,000 IUs in the morning, 2,000 at night. And I went through that whole system until I ensured I had optimal levels of vitamin D3. So I'm telling you exactly what I did. And this was utilizing letsgetchecked.com/Dolce. They make it super, super easy. Super easy. Terry White, what's up, Terry? On Facebook, how hard is it to calculate macros? Really? Well, it depends on how hard. Like, I can just say, hey, 40, 40, 20, zone diet, right? Boom, there, done. Pay me. That's what most of these things do. Most of these macro programs, template programs, are simple Excel spreadsheets. Create one Excel spreadsheet, walk away, baby. Monetize. How much money can I make off this thing? Has nothing to do with what you actually need. We teach education here. I wanted to teach you how to feed yourself without looking at a piece of paper. That's the important thing. So how hard is it to calculate macros? Really? Well, it depends on what's your goal, where you're starting from, where you're going, right? Like, I don't know, what's your insulin sensitivity? You know, how much muscle do you have? How much you're trying to build? How hard do you train? How much sleep did you get? Do you live at elevation? Do you live at sea level? What time of the year is it? Are you stressed out? All of that matters. That's just scratching the surface. All that matters. ECT says, Coach, I'm 47, 165, eat and live clean, but holding a little belly fat and not really much shape. What's my best workout on your program, please? I really appreciate your advice. ECT, thank you. I appreciate that. Number one, I want to make sure you are minimizing external stress. Are you stressed out? Job stress, life stress, girlfriend, boyfriend stress, money stress. We got to work on that. We got to think biochemistry. Most people, they jump straight to the calorie. Oh, you need to be doing LISS, HIIT. No. You stressed out, man? You getting good sleep? How's your sleep? You getting 7.5 to 9 hours of sleep per night, every night? Or you going to bed at 10 o'clock at night, you're staring at the ceiling till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, then the alarm clock goes off at 6:30, and you're out working your ass off 12 hours. This matters. Think about your lifestyle first. Let's get your lifestyle in order. Minimize stress. Start meditating. True. Start meditating. Focus on stress management, especially now in the current state of the world. Stress management. Let's get good sleep. I want you going to bed 8 hours before you're supposed to wake up. I'm going to give you a half hour for hanky-panky time and scrolling Instagram or whatever else that might be. And I want you asleep. 8.5, 9 hours before you have to wake up. Get a good night's sleep consistently. Watch how much your life changes. From there, are you eating properly? You eating 4 basic meals throughout the day or ensuring net nutrient intake? If not, go to thedolcediet.com. Join the program. Let us provide it for you. And see how it goes. Give us a couple weeks. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how you feel. Let's pack your body with all these vital, healthy nutrients. Let's spread your meals evenly throughout the day. Let's teach you how to start eating again. Let's get you structured. Let's reduce a lot of the variables that plague most people in their day. They eat good one day, not so good the next day. They have a good meal, then a shitty meal the next day. They train hard, they don't train hard. They get a good night's sleep, not a good night's sleep. They have a great day at work, then they fight with their old lady. Like, that's normal. We got to eliminate variables. If you really want success, you have to eliminate the variables. This is real talk, right? I'm not just going to throw some stupid macro number at you. Oh, you need to eat X amount of calories. That's BS. We got to get your life in order, bro. 47 years old. You're not that much older than me, man. I understand. Things change. Life, every year I get older on paper, right? But I'm fighting, baby. I'm fighting. Duke's up, man. I'm fighting. So take that to heart. Employ some of that. When I come back on here again, on Friday, I'm going to do another live stream. Jump back on Friday. I want to hear how you've addressed a few things that I mentioned right now. Mo Fokker says, Earth Grow nutrients for the win on days without exercise. What would you recommend for a carb reduction, if any? Well, it really depends on what your goals are, on how close you want to skim the surface, right? So maybe it's very simple. Maybe you're actually creating, you're refilling the reduced glycogen storage on your days off. That's one way to do it. Some people, they have hard refeeds post-workout, and then they go low carb on the days off. That's another way to do it. I'd like to know a little bit more about you personally. What are your personal tendencies, your insulin sensitivities? How does your body respond to insulin? What's your total net food intake? Do you have, what's your heredity? What's your family history? Like, these are all the conversations I want to have with you before I really give you a definitive answer. I don't want to just be some dude on YouTube who just spits out some silly number. That's not going to help you. It's probably going to steer you in the wrong direction. So what we try and do is think about your goals. How does your food intake correspond to your goals? Are you eating the right foods at the right times? Are you tired and sluggish? Maybe you need a little bit more. Maybe you're eating the wrong carbs at the wrong times. Maybe you actually need a little bit less. Let's get away from all the processed carbs. So I need more information. To give you a real answer, need more information, but I think I gave you a pretty good one there. Rita, what's up, Rita, on Facebook? Howdy, coach. Down 20 pounds. I label my food and snacks fuel. I've established a new relationship with food. I love the 3 weeks to shredded program. Thank you, coach. Bam, that's a screenshot right there, Rita. Rita, ladies and gentlemen, listen, look up. Rita lost 20 pounds following our 3 weeks to shredded program at thedolcediet.com. The exact program I mentioned a few times here. Rita's down 20 pounds. And what did she say? I've established a new relationship with food. That's exactly what I said. That it's a Trojan horse. We trick you with the weight loss. Lose 1 pound per day for 21 days. Recomposition your body. Look lean, look sexy, feel great. Like that. And all that's true. All that's true. But that's not the end result for us. The end result is exactly what Rita just said. I've established a new relationship with food. I love the 3 weeks to shredded program. Rita, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy to hear this. You just made my day. I freaking love it. That is what I live for right there. And you are killing it. Now, Rita, what's next, my friend? What is next? 20 pounds down. That's amazing. What's next? I can't wait to see what's next now. I want you to come back on Friday and tell me what's next. What's next? Uh-oh. Sean, hold on, guys. It's like, I didn't realize how many questions there were. It jumped all the way to the bottom. So give me 1 second to there we go. There were Rita. Paul Chalk says, hey, coach, great info great info as always. If one cannot get away from the house due to daddy duties, would an assault bike be okay for one's LISS in the morning? It would be, but be aware I have an assault bike right there. I hate her and I love her at the same time, right? We have that love-hate relationship. But thank God that I have the assault bike. It will be very hard to maintain a relative low heart rate while on the assault bike. Now, if you sit on the assault bike and you just you keep track of your heart rate, you want to keep that heart rate, below 110, ideally, that will be LISS, because then you can creep into MISS, moderate intensity steady state. That's not bad. I'm not mad at it, but you asked about LISS. Right? LISS is low intensity. Why is it low intensity? Because we want to train below our glycolytic threshold, which means we're trying not to tap into stored glycogen expressed as glucose as the primary energy source for that specific activity. Trust me, you will be able to use stored glycogen many, many, many times throughout the day. The LISS session, we're really trying to focus on stored fat, and we need to keep our heart rate low, but you can do it, I'm sure. Just take a little extra time. Nacho, the best program anyone can be on. I appreciate that. Nacho, thank you. Thank you. Adrian Hernandez says, can the kid go walk with you? Is that possible? Could save $3,000. Adrian, fair enough. Fair enough. Mike Zepp, I'm on 3 weeks of shredded. I know my fiber's right. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's sitting for so long at work. Ooh, that could be it. Ooh, that could be it. Let's get up, get moving, man. I would say take 10 minutes every hour. Cigarette smokers go on a break almost every hour, right? I go on a walking break every hour. Take 10 minutes on every hour and go for a walk. Walk outside, walk your building, walk up the stairs. 10 minutes every hour. Bang a big thing of water and then get back to work. And I know you're working hard over there, brother. What we got? H. Samachi. So if I'm looking to lose weight, adding 200 calories of hemp seeds to my oatmeal will help me lose weight. I don't know that I said that specifically, but I'm saying, well, hemp seeds, if they're well tolerated for you and they're legal in your jurisdiction where you are, because hemp seeds are actually illegal for consumption in some parts of the world, which is crazy, by the way, but I don't want you to get in trouble. I didn't say that specifically, and I would really need to understand the totality of your food intake, but including hemp seed into your diet is a good move. Tyler says, yo, Mike, I was drinking the Fit Aid RX pretty often for months. Probably should be taking in creatine that long, right? I don't understand your question. I'm sorry. I don't know the Fit Aid RX. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's some sort of sports supplement. Had 1 milligram of creatine. That's a little low, but okay. Probably should be taking in creatine that long. Should or should not be. That might be a typo. I'm sorry. There is a lot of data that shows long-term benefits of creatine consumption. Right? I'm going to have Tony Ricci on the podcast here next week, fingers crossed, to discuss this very issue, which is fascinating. There's a lot of good science now that supports creatine monohydrate supplementation for long-term cognitive benefits, not just muscle and sports performance, but the cognitive benefits. Very interesting stuff. Tony Cortez. Hey, coach, thanks for the info. Seen you praise turkey and chicken sausages on previous streams. Why are these okay even though they're processed? Well, what we look for, and it's not all turkey and chicken. It's very high quality brands of animal products, right? That's what we look for. Like meat is, I use certified Piedmontese as my sole provider of beef for my household. Well, that meat's processed. Oats are processed, right? Food is processed. If you don't go out, cut it, clean it, kill it, it's processed by someone else and you're processing it, right? That's why they have processing plants, or you go to get your meat processed as a hunter. So and I'm not being silly here, I'm telling you the truth. What we look for is we look for high quality brands that use the highest possible methodologies. Now, do I eat 500 calories of chicken sausage per day? Hell no. Do I have 2 or 4 links of chicken or turkey sausage during the week? Yes, I do. I enjoy that. I have some turkey bacon probably once a week or so. I primarily eat chicken. I primarily eat grass-fed, grass-finished steak. I live here on the ocean, wild line-caught fish. I've got a dock, literally, I can see from the window. I'm sitting here right now, the fishmonger. Go up there and just get everything fresh, fish right out of the Atlantic. So it's the vast majority of the food that we eat is wild caught. And that's what we teach here. Healthful, earth-grown whole foods. Now, we live in modern society. Therefore, I walk into the Whole Foods and I get my groceries. I went to Whole Foods today and got some groceries. Right? So the turkey and the chicken sausage falls into that, but these are ancillaries. These are ancillaries to a robust meal plan, like just so you keep it in proportion here. And when we say processed, we're speaking about the highly processed synthetic toxic chemicals. The chicken and turkey sausage I get is like, there's no other ingredients. Maybe there's some sage mixed in. Paul says, added to my above question for kiddos less than 3 years old and one wanting to knock out their lists first thing in the morning prior to breakfast, can one use the aerosol if that's all one had? Yes, Paul, I think I did answer that, my man. Mr. Russ just got an air fryer for a late Christmas gift. Gonna try some of the Dolce diet recipes in there, letting you know how they come out. Bro, let me know. I don't have an air fryer yet. I've never actually used one, though I'm very, very intrigued. John Trigg, new interface looks good. John, thank you, my man. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Tattooed woman, what's up, tattooed woman? Do you eat salt? I do. We do consume salt. We probably consume more salt than most people think. The salt we consume, because most people think salt is bad, sodium is bad. But that being said, it's not necessarily bad, especially if you're as sweaty as I am. I sweat all day, every day. I'm sweating just sitting here talking to you. When I train, I'll lose about 6 pounds of water during a 1-hour training session. That's 3/4 of a gallon right there. So yes, I eat salt, but I think of salt as sodium as a necessary electrolyte to fuel my activity. But again, we're not excessive about it. Coach Mike, don't count calories, make calories count. My man, Coach Mike. Coach Mike, by the way, is one of the few Dolce Diet certified coaches over in Germany. We have Mr. Russell Harding, who is a Dolce Diet certified coach. He's actually flying around the country right now. I bet. Rodney, what's up? What's up, Mike? This is the video we needed. Thanks for this, my man. Rodney, great to see you, brother. It's a pleasure. It's nice to reconnect with you, bro. And that's here, man. We're just spitting fire all day, every day. I know some people are going to get shook. People are going to get shook because they said, hey, man, calorie counts, it's a waste of time. It's inefficient. And many people who count calories wind up gaining body fat. You wind up gaining body fat percentage, though you lose total body weight, because we wind up breaking down lean, healthy, functional body mass, and we preferentially store energy in the form of fat, because now we've initiated this survival mechanism that is embedded into all humans. Jesse Williams, FML. Isn't that the truth, my man? All right. This is science. I think you're a little misguided, bro. Darren Spencer. Hey, coach, week 1, I lost 7 pounds. Week 2, stalled and not losing. Any thoughts? I can up extra intensity or time to burn. What could I be? Bro, you're not doing anything wrong. Remember this. You lost 7 pounds in week 1, 7 pounds in 7 days. Week 2 just started. Week 2 just started. The body loses weight in steps, not slides, right? Think about this. Remember this. We lose weight in steps. We drop and then we balance out. We achieve homeostasis. And then we drop again, and then we balance out. The body is constantly adapting and adjusting. It will lose weight in steps, not slides. You don't wake up 1 pound lighter every single day. The human body, as I said earlier, is not a mathematical equation. This is biology, a separate science. Many people look at the human body as if it is a mathematical equation when it is not. So, bro, you are killing it. You're down 7+ pounds in just over a week. Killing it. Stick to the plan. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Do not skip meals. Eat everything you're supposed to eat. Many people, they start skipping meals because they're trying to lose weight and they're cutting calories. And that is the exact point of this video. Go back and watch this video again, my friend. Rodrigo. What's up, Rodrigo? What if I eat all the healthy items indicated on your plan, which is great, by the way, but I eat more calorie-dense foods than my body can burn? Won't I gain weight? You might gain weight, but the weight that you gain will likely be healthy, functional muscle tissue. Boom! That's what we want to gain. I'm all about gaining muscle. When we lose weight, I still try to gain muscle tissue, because by trying to gain muscle tissue, I will more likely maintain the muscle tissue I already have. So, and that's basically what you're saying, Rodrigo, is what we do as part of our recomposition plan. I am happy. I would actually love it if everyone here ate, of course, a diet just like ours, a high net nutrient diet at a very slight caloric surplus. And then you busted your ass in the gym and you minimized all external stress in your life. And you got good, deep, restful sleep. You will wake up tomorrow feeling amazing. Like, man, I feel great. I think I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to go work out. I'm in such a good mood. That's the way it should be. That's me. You, bro, you just described me. I eat all the items I eat on my plan. Yes, that is me. and I eat more than my body can likely burn. Yes, because I'm not trying to cut right now. I am recomping right now. All I want to do is have fun and get out and shovel snow and go work out and shoot hour and a half long live streams and run around the yard with my kid and work on my shed. It's too frozen out to go do that. I'm looking around my house of what more stuff can I do? Instead of like, oh God, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. 60 minutes on the call. I went 60 minutes on the pre-core today, and then I went outside and I shoveled for an hour. I shoveled my neighbor's house for an hour. That's me. That's exactly what I did. And I'm here at 6:15 at night, fucking screaming at you guys, giving you all my passion, all my energy, all my motivation. Do you think I can do that on a calorie deficit? Especially a calorie deficit that's nutrient deficient? Oh, hell no. Hell no. Adrian says, I'm a be the proof of this. About to go to Walmart and buy 2,000 daily calories worth of gummy snacks. And when I am hospitalized, I'll let you all know, Dolce, don't lie. Adrian, don't do it. Don't do it, my man. Don't do it. Don't take one for the team. You don't need to do that. That's funny. Jeffy, what are your go-to ancillary movements for the deadlift? Good question. Reverse hyper would be one that's very high on the list. Maybe like pull down abs high on the list. Trap work high on the list. Grip work high on the list. Maybe some sort of lat work just to keep the bar path in line high on the list. Low box, safety squat. Maybe like off a 12-inch box dead stop high on the list with an Olympic stance. Not RDLs. I do those more on a leg day. That's a little more ham work. Things like that, abductor, adductor work. But it's more like, shoulder girdle, upper back, traps. This is ancillaries on a deadlift day, right? So I'll go from like, let's say deadlift, warm up properly, bam, hit my deadlift, get done the deadlift. I might actually go right to the reverse hyper and use that as my secondary exercise. And then I'll hit some trap work. Then I'll hit some low lat work, maybe like some Nautilus machine pullovers or something like that. Really focus on that squeeze at the bottom, thinking bar placement. And I'll work on some grip, maybe like some towel pulls or some of the pulley. Maybe we have a bucket of ball bearings, just kind of like dig my hand through the bucket till my forearms catch on fire. And then I'll go and like dangle from a chin bar off some towels. That's right out of my one of my training journals right there. That's a sick workout, by the way. Answer that. Mike says, Coach, just talked to the doc and he said to get on psyllium husk. Is that 3 weeks to shredded approved? Yes, and you'll actually notice psyllium husk is included in the later days of 3 weeks to shredded. So I think somewhere in like end of week 2 into week 3, psyllium husk comes in as you're actually getting even leaner, even lighter. But I am never against throwing psyllium husk in. I take psyllium husk almost every day, every night before bed. Daniel says, oh man, Mike, I just wanted to say that I watched your last live stream and you had a segment where you talked about gaining momentum by doing the little things, and you really inspired me that day. Daniel, I appreciate that, my man. There's a lot of you here. The people who watch this video through all the different outlets and networks that we have, here on YouTube and through Facebook and on Instagram and on our Patreon page and our private Facebook groups, our online platform. These videos wind up touching thousands of people, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 or more. We have some videos that have gotten over 500,000 views. So a lot of humans come through our network, right? We have, our audio podcast gets 80,000 unique downloads per episode, right? So we're touching hundreds of thousands of people at least per week, millions of people, millions and millions of unique people per month. Our online platform gets thousands, tens of thousands of uniques and such. So when we really think about the aggregate total of the humans who come out and find us in all the different ways that they're comfortable, whether it's IG or Facebook or TikTok, we're kind of getting onto there now, all these different places. And Daniel, to your point, when I speak to you guys like you're my family, like your close friends, because that's the way I feel as I sit here right now. Though I might not have been to your home, though we might not have yet sat and had a cup of coffee together, we might not have sweated through a really tough workout with each other, I still, when I sit down here, when I turn on the microphone, when I sit in front of the camera, when I write a piece of content, I'm thinking about you. How can I best help you? How can I meet you where you are? How can I bring some sort of value to your day, to your life? That's what I do. That's all this is. So as I sit here right now and I talk about this CICO thing and the calories and different ways that you can start gaining value and gaining traction and feeling better about yourself and about your life and really starting to like dig through, because we're all digging through the mud, right? I mean, let's be real here. We're all digging through the mud. We're just trying to like claw and scrape our way through life. And we have good days and bad days. We have good moments on bad days, and we have really bad moments on good days. And we're all just stuck in the mud together. So Daniel, like for you and that podcast, that live stream about just doing the small things, we just got to focus on the small things, one thing at a time. Let's not get overwhelmed. Let's not put too much stress on our back. Let's not put too much pressure on ourselves here. Let's just focus on the things that we can focus on. Let's handle the things that we can handle. Let's do our best when we do anything, and everything we do should be a reflection of who we actually are, and that is at our best. And the more things we start doing, the better the things are that we do. So as we're crawling through the mud, we actually do start to gain a little bit of traction. We start to gain a little bit of momentum. We start to see a more clear path ahead of us. The obstacles aren't nearly as daunting. And we get ourselves to a point that we can then start reaching back and grabbing those around us and pulling them forward with us. So as I sit here and I talk to you guys right now, this is my thought process and my mentality. And this is the intention that I put into these conversations with you. So I appreciate you being here, Daniel. And just know every single day I turn this on, every single day I sit down, I'm here to help you and add value in whatever way I can. And I'm going to do it in a bunch of different ways. And some things I say today are going to resonate with you. And some things I say tomorrow, well, maybe you've heard it before. And I'm going to bang it into your head, right? And then maybe I'm going to try something new to reach a new audience that really might not tick your box because you've already been there or you're not there yet, but that's where they are. I'm trying to find you where you are in this journey. I'm trying to meet you where you are in this journey. I'm trying to just add some sort of value, some sort of support, some sort of encouragement, some sort of instruction that you can use right now as we all keep walking forward on this. So Daniel, thank you. Thank you for being here. Darren Spencer. Hey, coach, I'm following 3 weeks to shredded 100%. I lost week 1. I lost 7 pounds. I answered this. Darren, bam. So you guys are asking multiple questions. But that's probably because this stream is not lagging. It's just a little far behind. What else we got? Dean, I read something about the body only utilizing 300 calories at a time and the rest is stored as fat. So make meals 300 calories or less. Is that true? I don't know. I'd have to see your study, but effectively, no. The majority of my meals are in excess of 300 calories. And, just using me anecdotally speaking, I look great. I feel great. I perform at high levels. I'm super healthy. Like I'm as lean as I want to be whenever I want to get leaner. It's easy for me to do. Like, so that's just, a simple, rough and dirty answer. Daniel says, you do more than give health advice. Thank you so much. Absolutely. It's all interrelated. It's all interrelated. Jesse Williams says, this guy is delusional. Macros don't matter. Well, Jesse, I see you tried to troll me a few times in my comments, and I got to say, looking at your fat face, you probably don't know what you're talking about, my man. So I'd love to see you post a full body selfie to see what you're working with, right? Because clearly you know how to lose fat. You know how to get lean. You know how to get strong. I'd love to see you performing some highly technical lifts. Let's see how strong you are. I'd love to see you perform, let's say something easy that my high school kids do. Let's see you perform a double body weight back squat. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see you perform a 1.25% overhead press. I'd love to see that. Jesse Williamson, who thinks I'm delusional here, but you're the dude with the fat, unhealthy looking face and acting like you know what you're talking about. I'm pretty sure you don't know what you're talking about, but hey, I don't know. Prove me wrong. Feel free to tag me in the shirtless video of you performing these highly technical feats of strength, just so you can really validate your point. And brother, I'll put you on the channel for sure. For sure. I highly doubt it though, because of course, you are one of these trolls who just comes in because I've likely insulted your, your whole idea of fat loss and weight loss. But if you looked in the mirror, Jesse, you'd probably realize what you think doesn't actually work. Because I'm pretty sure looking at your face, you're somewhere well above 15% body fat, probably somewhere closer to 25% body fat. And that's if your chubby looking face has any correlation to your likely even chubbier body. So I'm actually being kind of nice here, bro. Rip Gordo, you clearly don't know what I'm taking some of the troll questions now. You clearly don't know what you're talking about. Also, I'd love to see your body of work. I'd love to see your resume. I'd love to know, I don't know, maybe that you are the 4-time world MMA trainer of the year with a 100% success rate working with the world's greatest athletes, heralded by Sports Illustrated and ESPN, on the cover of Men's Fitness magazine for being one of the most influential in sports, being inducted into the New Jersey State Martial Arts Hall of Fame, which is actually a very big honor. There's a whole list of amazing things. #1 best-selling author. I mean, many times over, but I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm clearly way leaner than you, way stronger than you, way healthier than you, way happier than you. But I guess maybe you're right. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Daniel, quick question, Uncle Mike. I know you said fasted LISS is the best way to burn fat. Would it be less effective if I drank a protein shake, even though it has no carbs? Would the insulin spike ruin it? Yes. What we try to do is we try to perform fasted LISS in the absence of insulin. This is simply to offer a greater response from the alpha. Back this up. There's a lot of information. I don't want to just breeze by it. So they are inside the fat cell. There's alpha and beta receptors. These alpha and beta receptors work together. There's an interplay in how they respond to exercise or releasing stored fat. When insulin is present, the alpha and beta receptors become very stingy in releasing the stored fat. In the absence of insulin, the alpha and beta receptors work very well together in releasing fat. This is it. I mean, that's the whole basic of fasted LISS. Now, fed LISS is great. It's great. Fed HIIT is great also. It's all great. Fasted LISS allows a great opportunity to work with the alpha beta receptors to more efficiently release stored body fat, right? So this is another tool in our fat loss arsenal. It is not the only way to lose fat, because fat loss is the totality of our lifestyle, all put together. But do not skip over fasted LISS. Paul Lindsay, thank you for answering my questions. You got it, Paul. Wally V says, hey, Mike, I didn't drink soda for almost 1 year. Can I get a Dolce? Boom, boom. Hell yeah. I substituted sodas for water, black tea, green tea, anything bad drinking. Lots of black or green tea. That's what I drink. I haven't seen anything bad. I've only seen good. Only seen good. Boom. Dolce.shop.com. Boom. Dolce.shop.com. How about that? What are your go-to ancillary movements after deadlift? I answered that. Jeremy says, wish I would have found you years ago. Amazing content. Jeremy Stadler, thank you for being here, my friend. The timing is everything, my man. And right now is the time that we were meant to meet and bump into each other. And I'm so happy to have met you and to be a part of your journey. Anything you need, brother, anything you want, I am here for you. Feel free to ask any questions, take part in these live streams. Our Instagram page, I'm always asking or answering questions on Instagram, specifically in my stories. I'm really active over there. You know, whatever I can do to help you guys, I'm definitely here. And if you have not yet, if you're this deep into the video, you're probably digging some of the content. Give me a thumbs up. It certainly will help with the YouTube algorithm. Also, it'll help beef up the Facebook page. Those following on Facebook, I appreciate you guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, definitely subscribe. Click that little bell for notifications. And, hopefully YouTube will start promoting us a little bit more now that they have unblocked me or unbanned me, which was their fault. Manila Thriller, what's up? Good to see you. Tattooed Woman, I dig it. Well, thank you, Tattooed Woman. I appreciate you being here. Brandon, when's your next fight? Every day is a fight, my friend. Every day is a fight. New says, hey, Uncle Mike, what if I can PT? Oh, what if I can't afford grass-fed beef? I will suggest check out certifiedpiedmontese.com. Let me type that in. Piedmontese.com and code. Bam. So check out, and this will probably be worth it for you. Go to piedmontese.com. I just threw the link in there. Use promo code Dolce. You will save 25% on grass-fed, grass-finished, American-raised beef right from outside of Lincoln, Nebraska. Piedmontese.com is the only beef in my home, the only beef we trust. I know the team. I know the humans. I know the quality of beef. This is grass-fed, grass-finished beef, and you guys get that 25% discount with promo code Dolce. You even get free delivery to your door within 2 days of your order. Now, I get no money for the use of that code. We want to pass that on to you directly. Piedmontese.com. If you have not tried it, definitely go check it out. It is likely less expensive than what you're paying for much lower quality meat at the supermarket. And if you take into consideration the time it takes you to go to the supermarket, you stand in line, you get the inferior cut of meat, you bring it home, like you're losing money, you're losing time in that equation. Check out Piedmontese.com, promo code Dolce, save 25%, get free shipping, and feed your family with the exact same grass-fed, grass-finished beef I feed mine. We stock up on their ground beef. All of our burgers, all of our chili, all of our power pastas. Brandy's just like a meatball making phenom. Like, these are so easy to have this high quality meat, like 2 or 3 meatballs, a little bit of rice, some peppers and onion, just like all chopped up together, a little marinara, bam, out the door. Awesome. All day, everyday meals. Burgers, how easy is it to make grass-fed, grass-finished burgers? Like I get heated up. I love it. So check them out. Shane says, what's the difference between 3 weeks to shredded and 12-week living lean plans? Coming to the end of 3 weeks to shredded, looking to purchase the 12-week plan. So 3 weeks to shredded is our 4-week. We give you 1 bonus week as a transition in or out to extend the weight loss. So you get the 3 weeks to shredded program. And with the 12-week plan, you actually get 3 weeks to shredded plus the 8 weeks of living lean. The living lean program is a recomposition program where we're not trying to lose as much weight as possible in the shortest amount of time while maintaining muscle and staying fit and healthy, because that was designed for world-class fighters getting ready for weight class-oriented competition. It's hard to point at that way. There we go. Bam. Like those guys and gals. The living lean program is more of recomposition. We're trying to gain lean, healthy, functional muscle tissue and lose as much body fat as possible. Like, I'm trying to dramatically drop body fat percentage, not so much dramatically lose weight. Although many people who follow our 12-week plan will lose 40 pounds. That is a very common number for our 12-week program. The 3 weeks to shredded program is designed to lose 21 pounds in 21 days. So anywhere between 15 and 25 pounds on the 3 weeks to shredded plan. The living lean program, the 12-week program, that's like a 40-pound 3-month turnaround while we're teaching you the best foods to eat. We're teaching you how to eat food, when to eat food, what the ratio of food should be, what your plate should look like. We teach you all that. We give you so many resources, so many options. And that is all at thedolcediet.com, guys and gals. And if you use promo code transform, I'll actually put this in here for you, thedolcediet.com, promo code SFRM. All right, thedolcediet.com, promo code transform to save 25%. If anyone's interested, every single thing is there. Every meal, every recipe, every workout, every exercise, every set, a rep, video tutorials, leaderboards, menu resources, excuse me. We have 200 plus recipes, 200 plus exercises in the resource database. We have leaderboards. There's so much awesome information there. Definitely check it out. Shane, I hope that helps you. Let me know if you have any further questions, my man. Fill up. F.U. Dolce, tips for sugar addiction. I give into chocolate too often. Well, I like chocolate. I get 73% dark chocolate, 73% or greater dark chocolate, which is amazing. I would make sure that you're eating proper, healthful, whole foods. That might be the issue for your sugar addiction, is you have certain nutrient deficiencies. Your body is sending you signals that you are misconstruing as you need to eat sugar, when really you have some sort of nutrient deficiency. This is actually very common, specifically with people who cut out fruits. I don't know that to be true, but it's something to consider. Keep me posted, please. Tony Cortez, thoughts on Mike's Killer Bread? We actually have some in the house. That's what we'll use for the kids when we do peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and things like that. We'll use some Mike's Killer Bread. We'll use some sprouted grain bread. We have a few different ones that we do. David Gendron says, how is the 3 weeks to shredded program different from the program of 6 or 8 years ago? Well, for those who don't know, we first released 3 weeks to shredded as a 50-page paper-bound, wire-bound manual. That was in 2007. We sold a lot of copies of that. A lot of copies of that. Like over 100,000 copies of that, which was insane. In 2014, we released a traditional paperback version of 3 weeks to shredded. I wish I had it on my desk. A real book. That book became an immediate #1 bestseller. #1 on Barnes & Noble, #1 on Amazon, #1 on Kindle, #1 on Nook, #1 on Books A Million. There's a few other big, like the #1 bookstore in the UK. We were #1 over there. It was crazy. #1 in Canada and the UK and Germany even, which was insane. Awesome. That was in 2014. 3 weeks to shredded came out. In 2015, I'm doing my math right, 2015, going into 2016, 2016, we launched the online platform. The online platform, which is what you're talking about now, is the first time we were able to truly personalize our 3 weeks to shredded program for each individual user. Where in the book is flat. So the book gives the basic program, and then each person actually goes through the book and they have to build it for themselves. So there's a little bit of work. I mean, you could follow the program that's in there, which worked extremely well. We had literally one very specific Sports Illustrated model who walked around about 120 pounds, who actually followed the exact program as it was in the book for a 170-pound competitive mixed martial arts male competitor. She followed that exact program for her photo shoots and looked phenomenal, right? Just to be clear here. Regardless, we then launched the online platform. The online platform at thedolcediet.com now personalizes the menu for you, the meal plan for you, the ingredients for you, the recipes for you. It ensures each person gets the right nutrient intake for you, for your lifestyle, for your background, and for your goals moving forward. It also personalizes your workout program, making sure it matches you and your lifestyle. That's the beauty of the online platform. It allows us to do so much more, which is why we spent so much time and so much money, invested so many resources into the program that it is right now. This is all at thedolcediet.com. I strongly suggest you check it out and give us a chance if you want to dramatically change your life. You don't know what to eat. You don't know how to eat. You don't know when to train or what to do. Go to thedolcediet.com and get started. Give it a try and watch your life dramatically change. It is proven successful for over 20 plus years. How many owners of companies actually sit here and do as much as I do right now and make themselves as open and free and as accessible, right, to the general public? I am happy to do that every single day, every opportunity I can, because I'm here for you to answer any questions and help dial it in. Again, thedolcediet.com, promo code TRANSFORM and save 25%. Just to even make it better. Why would you not? Jerry Stadler, I wish I would have found you years ago. Amazing information, Jerry. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the kind compliment. I'm here. I'm on your side, guys. I am on your side. I am here to tell you the truth, the most honest, actionable, evidence-based information. I'm here to tell you. I don't care. It gets people pissed sometimes, the stuff I say, right? Because they're trying to sling you the pills, the powders, the potions, the fad, exclusionary, restrictive dietary practices, right? They're trying to flip keywords, tack on to the SEO. I just tell you the truth. I've been told to not eat fruit as it spikes blood sugar. I'm sure this is wrong. Can you confirm? Did you know that steak actually spikes blood sugar as much or more than some fruits? Did you know that? Go back and say that, Wayne, to whoever told you. Or actually go do your research right now. Say, did you actually know that steak has a higher insulinogenic effect than oats? Did you know that? And then go, off the top of my head, I don't have the data in front of me. Go do your research and then go back to that person and say, so what's your point? Should I not eat steak now too? Should I not eat anything? Should I just eat air and drink water? Now, are we talking processed foods? This is where people take a little bit of information and they run with it. It's like the HOA agents. That's what these people are. They're like an HOA agent, right? They get a little tiny bit of power, and then they're threatening to fine you $750 because you have one single blade of grass that's uneven compared to the other ones. Andre, how much alcohol affects a diet in small quantities? Very poorly. Very poor. I would stay away from alcohol. Alcohol is a poison. We know that. Sorry, Andre. JC, Dolce Diet, when cutting weight for competition, what tips do you have to keep your training at high performance while in a calorie deficit? Follow our 3 weeks to shredded program. That's why we wrote it. You want to eat a wide variety of healthful whole foods. You want to make sure that you're feeding and fueling yourself for energy expenditure. You want to have the right relationship of foods to energy output. That is important. That is utterly important. Check out our 3 weeks to shredded program. Like, it was written, it was created for weight class oriented combat athletes, the hardest training athletes in the world. And then they have to cut weight on top of it. Definitely check that out. I'm not passing the buck here, but I literally built my business around your exact question. There's so much data. Go to thedolcediet.com, check it out. Use that transform promo code, save 25%, my man. Adam on Facebook, recommendations for strength training with an overtraining injury, particularly for shoulders. Thanks for all the great content. Adam, start slow. Only do what you're cleared to do. And I love physical therapists. I love certified strength coaches, CSCSs. I love exercise physiologists. I love highly skilled, highly passionate, hands-on practitioners that can give me the accurate information to help me eliminate the possibility of injury, to repair any injuries I have, and then to build me into a freaking machine into the future. My strong suggestion, find a local physical therapist who specializes in working with athletes who can assist you in moving forward. For me to sit here from my desk, it'd be very challenging for me to give you the right answer. Jeff, I answered the deadlift question. I think wow, lots of questions here. Hold on. Ancillary movements. Sugar addiction. What are your thoughts? Answer the deadlift question. Phil says, F you, Mike, any tips for sugar addiction? I try to eat well, but give in to chocolate too often. I've answered that already, Phil. Again, it might be because you have a net nutrient deficiency. I would really analyze the food that you're taking. You might not be eating enough fruit. I would start with something like blueberries is a great fruit to start with. Blueberries and raspberries, a good kind of ease your way back in if you're not doing it already. I would go to your doctor and get some blood work done. You gotta rule out any sort of insulin, blood sugar issue. Of course, that matters. But likely you just have you're not being consistent enough with eating a wide variety of healthful whole foods. Adrian says, bro, $100 for a month program. That's without his discount, a steal for what we are getting. I spend more than that on weed alone. Amen, my man. Time to stop smoking and get healthy. Well, how about we smoke and get healthy too? Yeah, baby. I appreciate that. And that's exactly it. Our 4-week, 3 weeks of shredded program is less than $100. Less than $100. And I'm giving you that 25% discount on top of that. It literally, it makes no sense not to. It makes no sense not to go to thedolcediet.com right now, sign up for the program, use the Transform promo code, which I am happy to give to you guys, save 25%, get in amazing shape, dramatically change your life, become the envy of all of your friends, become the object of desire to every person you walk past. Why would you not want to do that? Now says, how often should I eat turkey bacon? I don't know, a couple times a week, maybe. It depends on how much you're eating too. 1 or 2 slices, 1 or 2 times a week. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Make sure it's the right cut and quality though. Victor says, hey, Mike, can you talk about your different programs? I've been looking at the one with the one-on-one with the nutritionist that sets up your diet plan. Can you elaborate on what that is included? Yes, you're likely speaking about the 8-week My Diet program at dolcedietshop.com. This is a completely personalized meal plan created for you by your own registered dietitian who is assigned to you. You begin working with one of our licensed registered dietitians that work for our company, and they become your personal dietitian to build you your most optimal, ideal meal plan to suit your health history, to suit your background, to suit your lifestyle, to suit your schedule, to suit your budget, to suit your goals moving forward. We troubleshoot your life. We teach you what you should actually be doing. We work with you to find the best blend of recipes and meal prep and grocery shopping and all the stuff. We work with you to make it work. So we become your best friend. Our dietitian becomes that beautiful angel on your shoulder, teaching you what you should be doing to move forward. We stay in touch with you. You have constant email access. We have weekly check-ins. We have so much support that we provide for you as a part of this. And it's an 8-week program. Typically, it's 2 4-week meal plans that are updated as necessary throughout the plan. And you live through the week and you continue making progress. You provide feedback to your dietitian. They make any changes that are necessary to ensure you are smashing your goals all the way across. So this is the My Diet program. This is available at dolcedietshop.com. This is a personal plan where you work one-on-one with a real live human who is assigned to you and a highly skilled, highly educated, licensed, registered dietitian under our brand. It is awesome. It is awesome. Shane, finishing 3 weeks of shredded, looking to purchase Living Lean. What's the difference in the program? Shane, I answered that already. Shane, thank you for the super chat donation of $4.99. That is very much appreciated. I feel like meet Kevin over here. Finishing through to shredded program, looking to purchase 12-week plan. What's the difference? I think I explained that earlier, Shane. Let me briefly go over it again. The 4-week, 3 weeks to shredded program is an extreme weight loss program. I want to get ripped. I want to get shredded. I need to drop 20 pounds quick. Bam. I got that wedding coming up, the beach thing's coming up, summer's on the way. I need to jumpstart this. I got the at-work weight loss competition. I want to crush the other team. 3 weeks to shredded is the way to go. The 8-week Living Lean program is a total lifestyle system that is focused on body recomposition. We're trying to dramatically drop body fat while building healthy functional muscle tissue. So that's more of muscle goes up, body fat goes down. 3 weeks to shredded, we're trying to maintain our muscle tissue and dramatically drop body fat and body weight. The two programs together create the 12-week plan. So then you have the best of both worlds, and you can choose to start with 3 weeks to shredded or finish with 3 weeks to shredded, because you want to get that jump start. I want to start. I want to see momentum. Or it's like, you know what? I got 3 months until that end date. I want to ease into it, change my body, like get things going. And then I really want to dial it in at the end. Let me know if you need anything, Shane. I'm always here for you. Philip Roberts, thank you for the 79-pound super chat donation. I appreciate that. That probably works out to be about $1 US, and I appreciate that. Thank you, my friend. Very cool of you. Hi, King. Hey, Mike, hope all's well. How do you feel about pre-stretching before MMA-based training? People always say stretching before exercise is a bad thing, but it feels like something I need to do. Dynamic stretching, not static stretching. Static stretching is I'm going to bend down, touch my toes, count to 20. That's wrong. Static stretching is I'm standing up, I take a step forward, I touch my foot, I stand right back up, I take the other step forward, I touch the ground, I stand right back up, right? Dynamic stretching is something along this lines. Static stretching is this. I mean, I'm sitting here at a kind of tied to the desk and the camera, so it's a little hard to fully show you, but look up dynamic stretching. Almost every workout we perform, we suggest dynamic stretching prior to the workout. Rodrigo, thanks, coach. 100% can say increased energy, more stamina since doing 3 weeks to shredded and learning how to eat again. Weight went up, but measurements went down. Bam! Measurements went down. Amen. Ooh, and you got those diamond hands, brother. Got those diamond hands. Hell yeah, me too. AMC to the moon. Hopefully, I'm in AMC. I'm not in GME. But also, I jumped into some. Is it Sava? Oh man! If anybody, let's take a quick look right here. Let's see if anybody's into that stock talk. Let's just do a quick little aside from the fat loss conversation. Sava Sciences, bam, went up. Real time, previous close 22. What did they shoot up to? What did they close at? I can't actually see on this. Where's Yahoo Finance at? There it is. Closed at 55, so up 141% today. And then after hours up another 8%. Woo, baby. Woo, baby. Well, glad to say I got in the 20s, my friends. That finance channel that I spoke about, we will be launching that soon, by the way, for anyone who's interested. I am not a financial professional. I'm not a certified accountant. Don't listen to anything I say, but I did buy this stock that you've likely never heard of in the low 20s, and now it's up over 60, right? So that's damn near triple my money in one day. Boom. Mike, Seth, Jesse Williamson, you will lose weight if you eat your calories in gummies, but you also die much sooner. So what's the point? You want to look like a malnourished turd? Exactly, Mike, right? Exactly. Jesse Lindbergh, how do you feel about a juice fast? I'm not a fan of the juice fast. I like juices. I like cold pressed juices. I like smoothies even better, but I'm not a fan of many of the fasting. Mike Sev, Coach Mike Getnam, hell yeah. Adrian Hernandez, roast of Jesse Williamson. Ha! Yeah, boy got baptized. Nice. All right. Geez, I'm way behind on the stream. Jesse, LMAO, destroyed Jesse Williamson. Mike just dropping balls on these dudes. Amen. Cho says, why so much vitamin C in 3 weeks to shredded? Because during 3 weeks to shredded program, it was built again for athletes getting ready for weight class oriented competition. During that last 10 days, it is a high stress period. High stress period reduces immunity. So what we wanted to do, we wanted to find every means possible, every healthy means possible to boost immunity, to improve collagen production, which vitamin C is attributed to the added benefit of collagen production. What level, that's, up in the air. We can debate that for sure, but there is a net benefit of it. Also, vitamin C acts as a natural diuretic, which is a great benefit on 3 weeks to shredded because we're also trying to drip out a few extra pounds of water weight. That's why we also include the herbal diuretics in there. The over-the-counter herbal diuretics are also a part of the 3 weeks to shredded program that work extremely well in unison with vitamin C in the doses that we have listed inside the online 3 weeks to shredded program. That is one of our magic little ratios that works wonders to really lean out, dry out before competition, stepping on the scale, getting into a bathing suit or whatever. Works really well. Achilles, good to see you, Mr. Dolce. Thank you for your time. Likewise, great to be here. I got another minute or two, my friend. Let's bang these out. Mama Cucci says, Uncle Mike, what's your opinion of hormone-free, antibiotic-free pork? As an Italian, you know I can't resist my sausage and peppers. If it's hormone-free, we're looking for wild caught. That's why we're going to say like wild hog. I got some buddies down in Texas. They'll give me some wild hog every so often. Like some wild hog goes a long way. Be careful. With all meat product, be careful. Make sure you really, really, really look into the quality of the company and the quality of the food that they're preserving, that they're sending you. Achilles says, what do you think about limiting amino acids? Do you take into consideration while meal prepping? Limiting amino acids. I do not understand that question. So please let me know. Nacho, #1 lifestyle program to have, whether you're losing or gaining muscle. Follow it and you will get results. Bam! Nacho, I appreciate that. Thank you. And you are correct. Rui said, hey, coach, how are you? Does walking help on stamina as well? Absolutely. We work with a lot of long distance runners. And one of the things that we say is, you want to run. Let's say we have people who want to run. They want to go on a 100-mile run. Hey, cool. Great. So how long do you want to do it in? I'm going to do it in 40 hours or however many hours. Have you ever walked it? Or people want to run a marathon, first-time marathon runners or half marathon runners. You want to run half a marathon in 3 hours. Awesome. Have you ever walked 3 hours? Try that. See what happens. Coach Mike, and will the Black Pack be available for international shipping one day? It will be one day, Coach Mike. Let me look into delivery to Germany. Let me see what we can do here for you, my man. If anyone deserves one over there, it is you, my friend. Hi, King. Thanks. Thank you, Hi, King. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being here. You guys are absolutely amazing. This was so much fun. This was a 2-hour live stream with you. Facebook and YouTube all joined. Thank you. Once again, go back and watch the beginning of this video to learn why calories in, calories out is an antiquated equation with regards to fat loss. Go and listen to that again. I think there's a lot of high value content that we left in there for you. Also, I want to thank you guys for being a part of this. Thank you for being a part of the channel. Thank you for staying with me this long. Thank you for being positive members of our community. Thank you for working your asses off every single day to make your life better. Remember, we are all in this together. We are working our asses off independently, but at the same time, we are inspiring each other, motivating each other, cheering for each other as a byproduct of our hard work. And I just want you to know that I understand that and I appreciate that. So I want to applaud you for being out there and for busting your ass. And that's the only answer. The only answer is hard work. Hard work, baby. Hard work all day, hard work every day, hard work. No rest. No rest. No vacation. Never stops. Never stops. It's like saying, man, every time I throw dice, I win. I win. I win. Why would I stop? I do not stop when I'm winning. And I only win because I work my ass off. And there will be challenges. There will be hardship. It will not be easy. I expect that. So now there's no surprises. And I'm ready to roll, baby. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to get after it. Guys, gals, thank you for being here. Bang, bang. Give this video a thumbs up if you have not yet. I would greatly appreciate that. It should help out the channel, so they say. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, give us a test. Subscribe to the channel, click that little bell for notifications so you know when we go live with great videos just like this. And also save 25% on our 4-week or 12-week personalized weight loss program at thedolcediet.com with promo code TRANSFORM. And anyone who's looking to become a Dolce Diet certified coach, you want to take your education to the next level. You want to be able to school people in conversations. February 26th, 27th, and 28th. Join me for the next Dolce Diet Certification and Fitness Conference, live and remote to your home via Zoom. We are going to get after it. 3 action-packed, informative days focusing on nutrition, dietetics, weight loss, weight cutting, building muscle, programming, and building your brand, building your business, creating financial independence that you never thought possible, following a very atypical route that anyone can do. The exact way that I did this, to be doing what I do right now, spending so much time with you guys each and every day, living my absolute best life. I mean, I got a passion for this. I am so blessed every day to wake up and do what I do and not have to worry about anything except helping people. And I want to share this with you guys. I want to teach you everything I know and everything I went through and every challenge I encountered along the way and how we were able to fix it and get past it and turn it into a positive. That's what we show you at the Dolce Diet Certification and Fitness Conference. Go to dolcedietshop.com right now to reserve your spot and take advantage of this pre-registration price, because it will sell out. There's only a few spots left for this pre-registration price. Take advantage of it. Get off the fence, get locked in, and join me February 26th, 27th, 28th. Get certified, my friends. I appreciate you all being here. I will be back again soon. Check us out on Instagram, where we do lots of live Q&As and all that good fun stuff. And until next time, boom.